From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Heads Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Well, we all know summer is here, right? But it's not feeling like it is much because, temperatures are dropping. We were finally able to drop below 100 degrees, and that certainly was some great news. And temperatures actually may drop a little bit more and kind of remain about where they have been or where they are for the next several days. But highs will be closer to normal for the rest of the week and even into the weekend. Now, there are some thunderstorms out there in the mountains, and there could be more going into tomorrow as well. But as we get closer and closer to the weekend, those chances for thunderstorms will start to diminish. But we do have a warming trend as we go into next week. So, as about 5:30, as I'm recording this, you can see where most of the thunderstorms are, and a lot of them are actually east off into Nevada. But we are seeing some in northern Trinity County, in parts of Siskiyou County, and even a little bit of activity here in northern Lassen County as well, near Alturas. You can see north of Chester, there was a cell that tried to develop there that pretty much died out. Let's zoom it in here a little bit tighter, get a better perspective of what we're looking at here. And you can see the storms for the most part are actually kind of moving a little bit to the south and fairly stationary, but you can see upwards of about 12 at a certain point where we did see some of those lightning strikes here. And if we take you off to the east here into eastern Siskiyou County, there you can see it's just kind of making its way to the county line there. But really overall, just kind of that sporadic movement as we typically see with these type of thunderstorms, which are mainly convective. That is the daytime heating that produces those. And you can see in extreme northern Lassen County on Highway 395, you can see a fairly stationary cell there, but that's showing signs of getting weaker. Bottom line, these thunderstorms will continue to be isolated for northern Trinity County, Siskiyou County, Modoc County, even parts of Lassen County could see some activity here until about sunset. Once the sun starts to set, we start to see this activity begin to die down. All right, so here's what we're looking at here for the afternoon, and you can see that delta breeze keeping things cooler down to the south. 97 for a high today in Redding, a little bit warmer than I was forecasting, but still at least below 100. 91 for Chico and Willows, and there you can see the mountains in the 80s, even some 90s. Susanville, a high of about 91. Out in Wairika, 97, and there you can see off to the west, of course, much cooler out along the coast. All right, so here's your temperature trend, and you can see, the normal high is about 99. So we'll actually be below that here through Monday, but then we're climbing back up to just over 100 degrees here for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Here's a look at your planner, not for the mountains, but for the valley. That's a little bit typo. I'll have to fix that here, but you can get the idea here. Temperatures in the mid-90s, although cooler in Chico, the high of about 91 degrees. All right, here's your planner for the mountains. There you can see for Siskiyou and Modoc counties, temperatures eventually getting somewhere in the upper 80s to low 90s for those daytime highs. And in the eastern mountains, we're going to be looking at those temperatures probably somewhere in the mid to upper 80s, maybe even right around 90 degrees for that daytime high in Susanville for your Friday. So the heat, that bubble of heat is over the desert southwest. And as we go all the way through next Monday, that heat really is not going to expand anywhere close to us. So it's going to pretty much stay to our south. We've got some cooler air up to our north, which is going to help to prevent this heat from building in as strong as it would like. Now let's take you all the way through the end of next week and even into that next Saturday. We're seeing a ridge of high pressure. We're seeing the heat associated with that, but we still have this cooler air right here. That's significant because that cooler air is what's preventing that heat from building in as strong as it would like. It's still going to get hot. Still expecting some hot conditions here, but not as hot as it could if we didn't have that area of low pressure up to our north. There you can see that ridge of high pressure, pretty much the dominant feature here with a few weak disturbances passing through. All right, here's Futurecast. Let's take you through Friday at around 2 o'clock. You can see kind of the same situation that we're dealing with today. Maybe northern Trinity County, maybe parts of Siskiyou, Modoc, and even Lassen counties could all see some isolated thunderstorms through the afternoon. You can see they get a little bit more intense as we get into the late afternoon hours, and then as we get to about 10 o'clock tomorrow night, those thunderstorms are gone. And then as we go into Saturday, look what happens on Saturday. You see the clouds are developing. We're just not seeing much in the way of development. However, that being said, we can't rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm on Saturday, but overall, we're starting to see the chances for those thunderstorms begin to diminish. All right, let's take a look at your forecast neighborhood by neighborhood. Here's the Siskiyou County area. There you can see Syed Valley about 93, 97 for Horse Creek. So we're seeing these temperatures drop below 100 degrees. Hornbrook 93, 93 out in Wairika. We take you to the south out towards Scott Valley, where temperatures are going to be mainly in the upper 80s for your daytime highs. And off to the east, McDowell about 85, Weed about 89. There's your Mount Shasta City 7-day forecast. Now again, I don't have the thunderstorms in there for Saturday, but that may change. We'll have to see. The chances are diminishing as we go through the weekend. There you can see for Modoc County, there's about 90 degrees for Alturas, 89 in Canby, and Tule Lake, about 88 degrees. And we take you to the south into the eastern mountains. Bernie about 86, Montgomery Creek about 88 degrees, and around the Lake Almanor area, 81 for the peninsula, 80 for East Shore, Westwood, a high of about 82 degrees. And as we take you to the south, Paradise 80 degrees, and kind of step out of the picture here, there you can see those temperatures will be in the upper 80s by Monday. And then for Susanville, there's that chance for isolated thunderstorms here, but the chances will diminish here as we go into next week. And for the valley, there you can see about 91 for Chico and Oroville, 91 for Elk Creek, Paskenta, about 92 degrees, taking you up north with 90 for Lakehead. City of Shasta Lake about 96, Palisadro 96, Red Bluff, you're going to be looking at a high of about 94 degrees. All right, there's your 7-day forecast for Redding. Temperatures are in the mid-90s for Friday through the weekend, but temperatures start to climb after that and back up over 100 degrees by Tuesday through Thursday of next week.